So, and if you don't know what Kumbhak is, I'll tell you that also. Okay. So, but let's start with the meditation. Make sure your back is straight, shoulders relaxed, eyes closed, and breathe mindfully. Breathing mindfully means bring your mind on the breath. And your breath is normal breath. You are not doing pranayam, you are just only watching your breath. Now bring your attention towards the Agya chakra, eyebrow center. Visualize divine light there. Try to absorb your mind and intellect into that light. We'll say 3 ohms together, and after that, we'll just meditate at that spot with the help of this om sound in the background. Bring your attention towards the heart center, palms in the prayer position. Bend your head a little. Thank your parents. Thank your Guru. And thank God. Thank you very much. So now, as we said earlier, just hover over Aruna Arora's picture, and then those three dots over there, just click on that, and then it says pin video. Click on that, then you will see Aruna's picture. Okay, and rest of the people will be on the top. So she'll show us Gaja Karni. Karna, are you ready? Jyoti, unmute Aruna also.
Yep.
So that way people can, yeah, unmute her.
There you go.
Yeah. Checked.
So Gaja Karni, if you have never seen it before, she'll be inhaling water from the mouth and then expelling it out of the nose. So just watch it carefully. It's a warm water with salt in it. It is another way of doing Jal Neti. See like how she's taking it, tilting her head back and then bending forward. Okay. So another sip of water goes all the way back, and you try not to drink it, because if you drink it, then it will go down into your stomach. So you need to just take it all the way back of your throat and then expel it outside from the nose. So you can see that water is pouring out from the nostril, both the nostrils at the same time, water comes out. See, when we do the Jal Neti, we drink the water through the nose, take it out from the mouth. So Gaja Karni, reverse of that. We inhale the water from the mouth and exhale from the nose. Okay. So warm water, little salt in it. Without salt, if you do it, the water will sting you. If the water is cold, you'll definitely feel extremely uncomfortable. So water has to be on the warm side, salt in it. Okay. And after that, you just expel all the water out and do Kapal Bhati. And you can do Jal Neti also if you want to do it after this, or the stomach cleansing, whatever cleansing you want to do, you can just continue with that and then do Pranayam and okay. So anybody, thank you very much, Aruna. Good job.
And Aruna, did you do it one more time, probably from the side view?
Aruna, do you have water? Do you have water?
Yeah.
Okay, just show them from the side also then. So you can see that water coming out from the nose. Okay, got it? Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah. And then you can do the whole glass, half of the glass, whatever you want to do. Okay, that's how it works. Just to practice it, try it. It might take a little longer for you to do it, but there are a lot of benefits of it. It's a more advanced than the regular Jal Neti. Jal Neti, you are very easy to do. And this one, you have to apply certain pressure. And when you put the pressure, it helps your small tissues and your system entirely. So try it. Question?
I just sent you a link.
Yes, Yati. Yes, Kim.
So I have tried this before, and I have a question, which is, what it was not possible in what is the mechanism? Do you just use gravity, or do you inhale or exhale?
You just take the water all the way back, and then you expel that water out. Just like a exhale gently, it will come out. First the air, then the water will come out. Okay. First of all, you got to be relaxed. If you tense up too much, it's not going to work. Most of the people tense up.
Lower the music, it's very hard to hear you.
I don't know whose music is running.
They're all muted. I don't know who's.
Yeah.
Mute
They're all
everybody, Jyoti.
Sorry?
See, some people, they just unmute themselves. Jyoti has muted everybody. So I think it's okay now. So Kim,
Yeah.
it just takes extra practice. Extra practice. Just make sure keep the water warm, keep it salted, and practice it like this, the way she showed you. And if it doesn't work, come to the ashram. We'll show you in person also.
So you just tilt the head back. You're not trying to breathe it in or out.
Say that again, Kim. Today the sound is not as clear somehow.
Okay, so
Yes, Kim.
you just tilt the head back. That's all. You're not trying to like suck it somehow.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Because while tilting, water goes back because it's in the mouth, in that cavity. And then we got to just bring it to from the nose.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. It's just a practice. Just a practice with a full faith. See, anything which we do, faith is needed. If part of our mind says, I cannot do it, then you're putting a block. So faith in yourself that you can do it. Faith in the teacher who's teaching you. And the faith in what you are learning. So these three faiths you need in anything. In anything. Okay? It goes for Gaja Karni also. So just practice it, please. Practice it. Okay? But if you're not doing the Jal Neti already, then it's not going to be possible for you to do it.
I'm doing
Jal Neti first.
Yeah, I'm doing Jal Neti all the time.
Yeah, do Jal Neti every single day. And with the Jal Neti also, you're getting quite a bit of benefit. Okay? And then this is the next level. Okay? Anybody else? No?
I have one
Got it all?
question.
Yes,
question.
Sujata. Yes.
Should you always do this before Jal Neti? I mean, should this always precede Jal Neti?
No, you can do either way.
You can. Okay. All right.
Either way. Because all you're doing is cleaning that nasal passage.
Okay.
So it's almost like if I want to clean my hand, whether I go like this or like this, doesn't matter. Right? Or clean it from here, clean it from here. So either way you can do it. But woman should be after the Jal Neti. Okay? So first Neti, the nasal cleansing, then the stomach cleansing. That is a normal way of doing it. Okay? Then pranayam, first expelling all the excess water out, then other 2-3 pranayams, then asanas. That's how it should be done. Okay. And when do you do meditation? Before that. I always tell you, do the meditation the first thing in the morning. Before you said hello to the world, say hello to God. Okay, sit down and meditate first. Okay? The very first thing in the morning. Make a habit of doing it, then start your day with the cleansings, the pranayam, the asanas. That's a yogic way of starting the day. Okay? That way your body is ready, your mind is ready, your intellect is sharp, you're ready to deal with the situations of life. Okay? Any question?
Yes. I have a question. I do everyday native parts. You know, is that any good or is there difference?
How long you have been doing it? Who is this, first of all? I
This
don't
is-
see your face.
This is Anita Saran.
Okay, all right. Yeah, your video is not on, but okay, that's all
Yes.
right. How long you have been doing Neti with the Neti part?
I've been doing for last 2-3 years
Okay. Where do you live?
in Oakbrook.
Oh, in Oakbrook. Okay. All right. If you have been doing Neti with the Neti part for 2-3 years, I would suggest graduate from the Neti part to the glass.
Okay.
Okay. Glass is much better
Mm-hmm.
You will see that with the neti part, all you're doing is cleaning one side of the nostril and little up there and then getting it out from the other side, right? That's how you do. Yeah.
Yes.
So in the back of your nose is not getting the benefit of this cleansing process.
Okay.
So when you do it with a glass, you are just cleaning entirely all the way back also. And plus you have to apply some force.
What
So
by glass?
glass means just like she used that glass, the regular glass.
Oh, okay. I understand.
A regular glass which you use in the kitchen to drink water, that's all you do. Yeah. Next
Oh,
week
okay.
we'll show you that also again. We have shown that earlier, but we'll show it again. So do that with that. Regular glass, you can wash it in the dishwasher or with your hands. You don't need specialists to do it. No matter where you go, these days you're not going anywhere, but most of the time people travel. So if you do it with a glass, you don't have any excuse that you forgot your neti pot.
Exactly. That's right. I agree with
No
that.
matter where you are, you will do it. So
One which you
ideally, it should not be done with the neti pot. Neti pot is not needed. We got to just you use it if somebody has problems with the regular glass. But most of the people I see, they do it a good job, wonderful job with the glass.
Oh, okay.
And another question I often get from people, the salt. What kind of a salt? No special salt. The regular salt, the one you eat, put it in your food, use the same salt. What kind of water? Water you drink. You don't need to do anything special. Whatever we have, okay? The simpler, the better, because you want to get into a habit of doing it every single day.
Exactly, that's right.
Okay. So, but only thing is, water has to be warm and salt in it. The same kind of a pH balance as we have inside our body. Otherwise, it will sting you. And plus, salt water loosens the mucus.
Right.
Okay, it cleanses much better. So please, I mean, if you have been doing it, looks like you got benefit of neti. You will see lot more benefit with the regular glass.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad you are doing it. That's really good. I'm glad.
Yeah, I've been doing it for a long time. Yes.
Oh yeah, 2-3 years you've been doing it. That means you have reaped the benefit. Okay.
Thank you.
So anybody else?
Nope.
No. Okay. All right. So
What
let's.
I showed just now, what I showed just now, demonstrated it's a little bit hard.
Yeah, that is hard. That's why I said it will take some practice, but this will give you a further benefit. It's a hard, okay? It's like a next level. There are several kinds of netis. This is the next level of neti. But in yours case, first start doing with the glass. Then you can do that because that has to be done with a glass. You cannot do that with the pot. You cannot put a water through the pot. Because the pot, you just put it at the nostril and get it out from the other nostril. That's the only technique people use, the pot. Okay? So start doing it, please, all of you. Okay?
Does Ranjana have a
While you are
question,
doing
Ranjana?
also, okay, Ranjana. Ranjana, you have a question?
No?
Well, it doesn't look like.
You unmuted, that's why. Kim?
Yes, Jonathan.
But I went from Jal Neti to Pranayam, but it felt like later on in the day I had been able to some of the water out of my sinuses. And so is it okay to do like sun salutation before the pranayam? Like
no, you don't need to do sun salutation. Yeah, sun salutation, if you do it normally, keep on doing it.
Okay.
That's okay. But after Jal Neti, you definitely got to get the excess water out by doing stand-up Kapalbhati. That's where you just forcefully get water out, you bend all the way down, and sometimes you got to tilt your head this way or that way, and then expel it out, the water. Then there won't be any issue of drainage of water during the day. Okay,
Just
because most of the water has come out from your mouth or it has gone down there. None of the water stays in the cavities. So you got to make sure that you expel that out too, right
So
after that.
with the stand-up Kapalbhati, you said you're leaning forward doing it? Or?
Kapalbhati, you got to stand up and then just forcefully, like standing up. So when you stand up, you're bending quite a bit. Okay, so that's how you do it. Let me show you how much you should bend. Let me try to stand up and show it to you guys. The way I do it, can you see me? So like this. That's my knees. And I would say do at least 10 puffs like that. And then if you need to tilt on the sides also, do that. Does that make sense, Jonathan?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
Yeah. So then there won't be issues because right after that you'll be sitting down and doing other pranayams. And some water will come out at that time too. Then you can just go ahead and do your asanas very comfortably. And during the daytime, you will not feel any water dripping from your nostrils. Okay, practice that.
See, can I just show what you do standing there? Show anytime.
What did you say, Manny? Say that again.
Can I demonstrate this Kapalbhati after the Jal Neti, you went forward and I can.
Yes, yes. After Jal Neti, Palbhati like that should be done.
The question I have, can I show it to them?
Oh, okay. Show that. Show that. Go ahead.
They're been on my.
We really cannot see you somehow.
They will have to pin my video.
Yeah, you don't have a video right now. I don't see your face. Now you do. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. They should pin on video.
Pin on your video. Okay. All right. So everybody pin on Manny's video.
What to do after the Jal?
After Jal Neti. Yeah.
Okay.
You're not on this. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
With the Hersh
Turn sideways, Manny. Turn sideways so that everybody can see you.
Everybody able to,
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. So I'm sure, Jonathan, you got the answer, right? Okay. Anybody else? So when you practice, you will have more questions. So that's why I was saying that don't be shy calling any one of us who has been doing it for some time. If you don't want to call me, that's fine. I mean, if you call me, that's good too. But there are a lot of people like my sister Aruna or Manny or anybody who has been practicing for some time. Rita has been practicing almost all her life. So call any one of us, please. But idea of showing this to you again and again and talking about it because this is the ABC of yoga. If you don't do the ABC, we cannot move further. Okay, Jal Neti. Okay, so now we've been talking about pranayam because pranayam is the soul of yoga. Pranayam. Okay, pran means the life energy. Ayam means expansion. Okay, to expand that life energy inside us. That is called pranayam. How do we do it? By controlling the breath. By inhaling in a certain way, exhaling the certain way, and in between holding also. There is a holding after inhalation and a holding after exhalation. Last time I told you, when we inhale, that's called Purakh. When we exhale, that's called Rechak. These are Sanskrit words. And when we hold, that's called Kumbhak. See, Kumbhak. Kumbh means a part. Okay. So that means there is a part inside us where we feel that we are holding the breath. Our stomach just expands a little at that time, almost like a part. And do the Kumbhak. And when we exhale, that part squeezes in again. Yes, Sahaj Kumbhak. Another name for this is Sahit Kumbhak also, Sahit, Sahit Kumbhak. And then there is a Keval Kumbhak, Kevala. So what is the difference between these two? Initially, you'll be doing Sahaj Kumbhak. Sahaj Kumbhak helps us to raise our consciousness to the level where we have a complete sense withdrawal, which is called Pratyahar and the ladder of yoga. So this is an intermediate state, and we are trying to make our breath retention natural. Sahaj means very naturally, not forcefully, naturally. Okay, and then more naturally we can do, more control over our senses also will have. So that means gradually do this so that it just becomes part of you. And then Keval Kumbhak is the complete suspension of the breath for a long time. When we reach the Samadhi state, we are doing the Keval Kumbhak because body is not moving, mind is not moving. We don't need extra air. We have suspended everything. But before that also the Sahaj Kumbhak, because a lot of our energy is being wasted through our senses, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, touch, taste, all of this. They just keep on leaking the energy out. So with the help of the Sahaj Kumbhak, we practice Pratyahar. When we reach Samadhi, we are doing the Keval Kumbhak. There are 8 kinds of Kumbhaks. 8 kinds. So all of them can be practiced Antarang, Bahirang, Sahaj or Keval. All 8 kinds. Write down the names today because I'm not gonna teach you all of them, but every week I'll teach you at least one of them. So it starts with the Surya Bhed Kumbhak. Surya, sun, Surya. Bhed, Bhed. Bhed means piercing. So we are piercing through our sun nadi. And you all know right side is the sun nadi, left side is the moon nadi. Surya Bhed Kumbhak. B part of this is Chandra Bhed Kumbhak. Okay. So 1A is Surya Bhed, 1B is Chandra Bhed. Chandra means moon. Chandra, Chandra. Second is called Ujjayi Kumbhak. Ujjayi. 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 Okay. Number 3 is called Sitkari. Sitkari. Number 4 is called Shitali. 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 Number 5 is called Bhasrika. Bhastrika. Bhasrika. Number 6 is called Brahmari. Brahmari. Bharambri. Brahmari. Number 7 is Moorcha. 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 Number 8 is called Palavani. Plawani. Palavani. Okay. So these are 8 kinds of Kumbhaks. So we don't have to do all every day. We got to see according to our age, our stage, our need, what do we.
Can you hurry repeat first one? Trouble today with the video and
Yeah, the sound is kind of a distorted today. So let me,
Right.
I'll repeat all 8 of them because some other people may not have gotten others. Surya Bhed and Chandra Bhed. That is 1A and 1B. Number 2 is Ujai. Number 3 is Seetakari. Number 4 is Sheetali. Number 5 is Bhasrika. Number 6 is Brahmari. Number 7 is Moorcha. Number 8 is Palavani. Okay. Remember, you can practice the Kumbhaks only if your nose is open on both sides. That means Neti is very important. That means the very basic pranayam, which is called a Nadi Shuddhi pranayam, is extremely important. If you are not doing any pranayam, then all of a sudden you want to do Kumbhaks, you will hurt yourself. So get into the habit of doing Neti every day. Expelling all the excess water out. Make sure you do the alternate breathing first. Anulom Vilom. Both sides should be fully open. Then do Nadi Shuddhi Pranayam. Then practice one of these Kumbhaks also. Okay. So doing all this, it will take time. It will definitely take time. But something which is so beneficial, so powerful, you want to give some time. Okay. This is, you are taking care of your body, which is a temple, and you are taking care of your mind, which is a bigger possession. If the body is an asset, mind is even bigger asset. Body we live in this particular lifetime. Mind is going to go with us after this body also. So that's why we got to just spend some time on these practices. Okay, with full faith, full earnest. Okay. So any questions so far?
Is it the alternate breathing before Jal Neti?
No. After Jal Neti, the very first thing is Jal Neti. First the cleansings. Then sit down and do. Make sure alternate breathing is what? You close the right side with the thumb. And when you need to close the left side, you close with the ring finger and the pinky. Like this. There should be V on the top with these two, index finger and the middle finger. So breathe in from the left. Breathe out from the right. Then breathe in from the right. Breathe out from the left. Okay. So full inhalation, full exhalation. How long?
So after nasal cleansing is the pranayams, and then after that is stomach cleansing. Is that what you said earlier?
Yeah, stomach cleansing is called a vaman, and that's like with water or with a cloth. We clean our stomach. We have not shown you that yet.
Oh, okay.
So right now, don't worry about that. Just do only the nasal cleansing, alternate Kapalbhati, alternate breathing, and Nadi Shuddhi Pranayam for the purification. Because when your nerve channels are pure, Only then when you hold the breath in there, it will give you some benefit. Otherwise, if the nostrils are dirty and you are trying to control your prana inside for a longer time, first of all, you won't be able to do it. And if you do it, you will feel uncomfortable. So cleansing is very important. We spend a lot of time cleaning outside of our body. But yogis, they say clean inside of your body. Not just only the stomach and the nose, but the cleansing of our nadis also, where the prans flow. That's even more important. And that's what Nadi Shuddhi Pranayam is. Nadi Shuddhi. Nadi means the nerve channel where the prans flow. Okay?
But Hershey, the Nadi Shuddhi is the same as alternate breathing, but with the holding of the breath, right?
Yeah, Nadi should see alternate breathing. The ratio is the same for inhalation, exhalation.
Right,
You are just making sure that your both nostrils are open.
yes.
When you're trying to clean it, there is a particular proportion to it.
Right.
So in Nadi Shuddhi Pranayam, I told you last couple of times, you inhale quickly,
Yes.
then you hold the breath, then you exhale twice as long as inhalation. The ratio for the Nadi Shuddhi Pranayam is 1, 4, and 2. Yogis, they say that's how we clean. So we got to have a faith in it and practice it and see if we feel the cleanliness of our nadis or not. But first we have to practice it. That's why I told you, Nadi Shuddhi Pranayam, no more than 6 holdings. Remember last time I told you? Just remember. See, if you remember the last instructions, then it will be easier for you to build up in for the future instructions too. Okay?
Sorry, I missed the last class. So
okay, no problem. No problem. You can always ask again. No problem. Because I know there are new people coming also, so they'll get the benefit also. So you got that, Kim, now? So Nadi, first alternate breathing. Alternate breathing. See, normally people don't pay much attention when they do the alternate breathing, but when you do the alternate breathing, make sure you count. Suppose you are counting up to 4 in inhalation. Count up to 4 for exhalation also. Or if you're saying some mantras inhalation, same mantra for the exhalation. And you are not holding any breath. And make sure that when you are breathing in, there's a little expansion in your chest area, in your abdominal area, and your shoulders are relaxed. Do not move your shoulders up. You're constricting yourself. Just keep them down. And when you exhale, just stomach is being squeezed in. So I've been telling you, when you breathe in, you are filling up yourself at the bottom first, and then slowly it's going up. And when we are exhaling, it's coming out from the top first and then down. So inhalation, bottom up, exhalation, top down. Keep your attention there, what's really happening. Then you'll do a better job, you'll get the more benefit of it. Okay, so that's a alternate breathing. And how long you should do it, it's all up to you, how much time you want to spend, but no less than, I would say, 20. That's a good amount to feel that, hey, I have really worked out both the sides. Okay?
Actually, good morning. This is Sonia. Namaste
Yes,
to
Sonia.
you. Hanji. In the Nadi Shuddhi Pranayam, I'm having one trouble. Healing is fine, but sometimes I have noticed, like, I don't know when that happens differently, but once in a while from one of the sides, my exhalation is very limited. So you know how we do a 1, 4, and a 2 probably, right? So I'm exiling out very quickly. Like it's not going at the count of 2, let's say, whatever units would be.
Yeah.
So is there, and sometimes with the right, sometimes with the left. So I'm unable to figure out what is it that's either is blocked. I don't feel blocked at all. So can you tell
Yeah.
me?
What I would suggest, before Nadi Shuddhi, do the alternate breathing also.
I'm doing
That way you are strengthening both the sides, and then reduce the holding. Maybe you are holding more than, at that particular time, holding more than your capacity. So next round, just reduce the holding a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. So then you'll have a more control over your exhalation. To me, right now, we need to really work on our inhalation and exhalation first. That's why
But
I'm
why
teaching.
does it only one side? So
It's just
sometimes
a weakness in the nervous system in that part at that point. That doesn't mean it's a major problem. That means just a weakness. That's why Jal Neti is important. And last time we showed you that milk neti, that's very important too, to strengthen your nervous system.
Okay.
All of these things go hand in hand. Okay.
And
And
milk neti reminded me of another question that I was thinking of.
okay.
I know Arunaji does that pretty much like breathing it through the nose, right? But I know you said that you generally have a glass of milk, warm milk, and then you do shavasana for 5 minutes,
Yes.
right? So do you drink regularly, or do you drink also doing milk neti, doodh neti? You drink regular from mouth?
No. Through the regular mouth, when we drink it, we don't have to do shavasana. Shavasana is only after you have done milk neti. Like a neti means through the nose.
Okay, through nose. Okay.
Yeah, through the nose when you do, then you are strengthening your nervous system. See, water cleans us. Milk nourishes us. And through the nose when we do it, it nourishes us manifold. Our nervous system gets strengthened. Not just our bones and the muscles, but the nervous system. According to yoga, the fundamental of this body, the foundation of this body is nervous system. So when we do pranayam also, this nervous system is becoming stronger. So milk neti does that, ghee neti does that. Okay. So I hope that answers your question. So Sonia, that quick, when the exhalation, you don't have any control, just reduce the holding. Go back to 3 or maybe even 2. Okay. Then gradually you will see that you'll have more and more control. It's just like you're watching what's happening to you right now. You've been breathing all your life, but never watched it so carefully. Now, with this little manipulation, you are seeing what is happening. Where is the strength in you and where is the weakness? And we want to get rid of the weakness before it becomes a problem.
Sure.
Okay? Yeah. Just I'm glad you are practicing it. Keep on practicing and then just ask questions. I'm sure other people, they are getting the benefit from these questions too. So do ask questions.
Can you just explain a few of the benefits of all these pranayams? And the
see, pranayam, see, neti, we are cleaning it. We are cleaning our system. So when the clean system is there, and we are breathing with a clean system, the absorption of that energy, even the oxygen, is better. It's almost like putting something in a clean pot instead of a dirty pot. Otherwise, no matter how good of a food you have, if you put in a dirty pot, no benefit. God has given us this beautiful air. In the air, there's not just the oxygen and the other elements in there, but there's a pran in there. We are inhaling the pran. And pran is the one which is keeping us vibrant. So that's why it's so important. And when we are doing this manipulation with the inhalation, exhalation, holding, we are strengthening this system of ours. And the system is what? The nadis. Of course, the lungs and the heart, all those, they get the benefit too, physically, physical body. But it's more for the subtle body, the suksham sharir, which is called nadis. And nadis are all over our body. Countless nadis there are. The yogis, they say 72 crore. It's just like every which, I mean, even in the smallest to the smallest part of our body, every cell, there's a prana going there. Okay, so this pranayam helps us to keep this body in a good condition as long as we reside in it. Okay, so it helps us at the physical level. It helps us at the spiritual level also. Because when we do it, what do? We close our eyes. Automatically, eyes close when we are doing pranayam. This happens. And when you close our eyes, what do? We try to connect with our self. So very naturally it will happen, you will see. Once you have just picked up the technique, how to do it, you don't have to worry about the technique, you know how to do it, then you are doing it with your hands, with your fingers, with your lungs, with your heart, with your diaphragm, but your mind is connected to your real self, the Atma, who's watching it all. See, Atma is called the watcher. Atma doesn't do anything. Does not do anything. It only watches. And then we start to identify with that watcher. That's why it's called the seer. Seer is the one who is seeing it all. So seer knows whether I'm taking care of my body properly or not. Whether I'm behaving in my relationships or not. Seer is always watching. And when we do the pranayam, we really get to know more of the real us as a seer. And that's where the bliss comes from. The yogic scriptures, they say anybody who does pranayam every day cannot go into depression. Because what is a depression? Depression is always when we think that I had something, it has been taken away from me, and you feel sorry for yourself. Or you want to achieve something and you could not achieve, and you go into depression, they say. A yogi, by doing pranayam, knows that I am that which is part of God. I'm an ansh of that anshi. I'm a child of that God which is everywhere all the time. What is there to worry about? So that's why they say the person who does pranayam every day, first of all, body stays healthy, mind stays calm, intellect is sharpened, and we have a relationship with the highest. See, don't they say when we have a relationship with somebody important, we feel good? That's why people run after the rich people or the wealthy people or the well-known people. But when we have a relationship with the creator who has created all, who has everything, how much good you're going to feel. And that relationship is eternal. That relationship we had in the last life also, this life also, in future also. So we got to spend some time cultivating that relationship. We have forgotten that relationship. Whenever we become, we feel sorry for ourselves or we feel down, that means we have really forgotten that ultimate relationship. We got to cultivate that. And how do we cultivate? Yogis, they say, take care of this body. Do the pranayam. Do the cleansings. Do some meditation and do the prayers. During the prayers, what do? We thank God. Thank God. The minute we thank God, depression is gone because we are thanking for something which we have. There's nothing lacking. Okay, so these things are said in the yogic scriptures, not just for the saying it, they experienced it. They really dissected very deeply to the human psychology also, human body also. Without the instruments, they could see all the glands. All these curative measures have been given in the yogic scriptures thousands of years ago. Whether it's a high blood pressure, low blood pressure, whether it's a diabetes or whether it's an ulcer, whether it's an arthritis or whether it's a heart problem, whether it's a lung problem or any other problem, they're all mentioned in the yogic scriptures. And they say this is how you can cure it. Because sometimes people say, no, yoga is only a preventive. You only stretch a little. No, you don't know yoga then. The power of yoga is immense. You have to have a faith in it. You got to practice it. And then you'll reap the reward of it. They say that if that which nobody else can do, a yogi can do. Those are the statements in the yogic scriptures. Okay, it's not out of arrogance, it's out of experience. They have written those things. Okay, so I told you I'll teach you one Kumbhak today. Let's start with the number 1. Surya Bhed Kumbhak and Chandra Bhed Kumbhak. So again, Kumbhak, you know, it's holding the breath, retention of the breath. So Surya Nadi is the right side, right? So what you do is close your left side with the ring finger and the pinky and inhale from the right side as deeply as you can, then close both the sides. You should feel the expansion in your chest area, in your stomach area, shoulders down. And then when you cannot hold it any longer, exhale from the left side. You will say that we did it already in our alternate breathing or in the Nadi Shuddhi. But in Surya Bhed Kumbhak, what you do? You again do the same thing. Second time around, you just again breathe in from the right, hold, breathe out from the left. So breathe in from the right, breathe out from the left. So you repeatedly do that. That is a Surya Bhed Kumbhak. Okay, so breathe in, and what is the ratio? Ratio is inhalation, exhalation, equal interval, hold as long as you can. Okay, and where should your attention be when you do the Surya Bhed Kumbhak? Pay attention to your Manipur chakra in the Nabhi area. Think that there's a beautiful light which is warming up your body. Okay, so Kumbhak, you got to keep on increasing in this one. Initially, you may not be able to do it for a long time, but if you do it every single day, you'll be able to do it. Before you know, you're able to hold longer. Make sure your back stays straight. Don't go like this. Keep your neck muscles, your head straight, and your back straight. Very, very important, because you want to make sure that expansion of that prana in there happens naturally. Anybody with a very high blood pressure, don't do it. Surya Kumbhak. Then what do you do then? Do Chandra Bhed Kumbhak. So yogis, they did not leave anybody out. So Chandra Bhed Kumbhak, you breathe in from the left, hold, and breathe out from the right. And repeatedly do that. So Surya Bhed Kumbhak, you are supposed to inhale from right, exhale from left, repeatedly. Chandra Bhed, from the left to the right. Surya Bhed Kumbhak, you pay attention to the Manipur chakra. Chandra Bhed Kumbhak, you pay attention to the Agya chakra. This will cool you down. When you pay attention to the forehead area, you will cool down. When you pay attention to your Manipur chakra, the Nabhi center, you will heat up. So So anybody who does not have any blood pressure issues, you can do both. Okay. How long you
How
should do
many
it?
rounds of each?
I would say start with only 5 rounds.
Thank you.
Gradually, just make sure that you have more control for your inhalation, exhalation, and hold. You want to increase the quality of your pranayam, not the number of repetitions. Repetitions you want to increase later on. First, you got to have a quality job done. Got it?
Okay.
Yes, Rita.
Yeah, on the Chandrabhed, because when I was really, really sick, my blood pressure was very high. If you can take your blood pressure before doing the Chandrabhed and do about like 10 minutes, I did, your blood pressure went down immediately.
So you have tested it. So Rita is saying she has tested it and it does work.
It does work very well.
Yeah. So just you can all try it and just to see how good it feels. Okay.
So should you
I want you to practice these two, at least one of them if you have some issues. But don't forget that, just 1 second. Don't forget that before this, Nadi Shuddhi, before that, alternate breathing, before that, Kapal Bhati, before that, Jal Neti. The process has to be done properly. People don't do Jal Neti and they say, I want to do the Kumbhak. You will do more harm to yourself if you do that. Jal Neti is very, very important. Okay. So
should you be doing the Chandrabhedan agar tumhara blood pressure high hai? Also you should be doing Nadi Shuddhi. Dono karne hai?
Nadi Shuddhi, you can do it. Nadi Shuddhi, in Nadi Shuddhi, you are balancing it out. Nadi Shuddhi can be done by anybody with a high blood pressure, low blood pressure, regular blood pressure. Nadi Shuddhi can be done by anybody.
Thank you.
But Chandrabhed and Surya Bhed Kumbhak, those are just watch your condition and practice it accordingly. Okay.
Hershji, this is Nalini.
Yes, Nalini.
Can you just go over the both of them and where to concentrate?
Yes.
One is on the nadi and the other one is in the forehead. But can you go over that?
Forehead, the Agya Chakra. Okay. So Surya Bhed, you inhale from the right side by closing the left, and before and right after inhalation, you hold the breath. And at that time, bring your mind towards your navel center. Visualize the red light over there, divine light, red, not a traffic light, but a divine light. Okay. And then let go of your left side and exhale.
Yeah.
And second time around, the same thing. Inhale from the right side, exhale from the left side. Inhale from the right side, exhale from the left side. So 5 times. I would say this week, every single day, do for 5 times and see how it feels. Okay. And then Chandrabhed is opposite of that. You inhale from the left, and when you do the Kumbhak, bring your mind towards your forehead area. Okay, so that's the Chand area. See, that's why on the forehead, what do we do? To cool down our system, we put a tilk over here. Tilk which is made out of chandan. Chandan is, it has a cooling effect. Okay. Have you ever applied the real chandan? No. If you put the real chandan over here, the whole body feels cold. So a cooling effect, not a cold, but a cooling effect. And chandan is a sandal paste, not the sandal which we put on our feet. It's from a sandal tree. From the bark of the tree, when we rub it, there is that sandal paste which comes out, and you put it on the forehead. Cooling effect. Okay. So in the Surya Chandrabhed Kumbhak, you just pay attention over here, meditate over here, and then exhale from the opposite side. So inhale from the left, exhale from the right, inhale from the left, exhale from the right repeatedly. Is that clear, Nalini?
I am a little bit confused because
Okay.
when we talked about the Purakh Kumbhak, which was inner and outer, so what's the difference between all these?
Okay, in this one, you are doing only the inner Kumbhak.
Okay.
Yeah, you are not doing the outer Kumbhak. I have not taught you outer Kumbhak with these.
Okay.
So you are doing it only after inhalation, and that is an inner Kumbhak. Antarang Kumbhak.
Okay, so the one that I have been doing, I guess, is the inner and the outer too, because what I am doing is taking the deep breath in, holding it, using 1, 4, 2, and then going out. But then I'm also inhaling, exhaling, and then holding.
Okay, all right. See, inner and outer Kumbhak, you can do it with the Nadi Shuddhi Pranayam right now.
Okay.
But with the Surya Bhed and Chandra Bhed, I would suggest only do the inner Kumbhak.
Okay.
Don't do the outer Kumbhak yet with these. I want you to strengthen your Surya Bhed and Chandra Bhed Kumbhaks more before you do the outer Kumbhak. Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, no, good. I'm glad you're practicing. Good. So anybody else? Okay. So if you don't have any questions, so please practice it. You want to activate your respiratory system. You'll have a greater exchange of the oxygen inside your body. You will feel more alive. More alive. Practice it. Okay? It's not just only reading it, but ultimately practicing it, which will see, just like a Gaja Karni Aruna did, she got the benefit. By watching, sure, we learned something, but unless we do it, we won't get the benefit of it. The same thing goes for the pranayams also. You learned it, now practice it. And when you're practicing it, you might have some questions. Then call me, or wait, if you can wait until next Wednesday, or even tomorrow morning before the class, if you can ask a question, do that. Okay, tomorrow morning, again, we have a class. Yes.
Naina has a question.
Yes, Naina.
Hershji, when you taught last time about Nadi Shuddhi Pranayam with Kumbhak, so I have a question, like last round when you're doing the 6th time, like 3 and 3, and the 6th time, when you exhale, then you don't do Kumbhak, right? You just exhale.
Yeah, you can do it that way also, right? You exhale and then be done with it. Yes.
Then, yeah, 3 and 3, but the 6th time, there's no point to holding, right?
Yeah. You can still do it if you want to. You can just do the outer Kumbhak and then slowly relax. Okay, you can do it that way also, but if you don't want to do it, that's okay too.
Yeah,
Either way.
I was trying to, what is the right way? I was trying
to. Right way is do it again.
Do it again.
Do it again after that, and then naturally just let it out. Okay? Yeah.
From both the nostrils.
Both the nostrils. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sunita has a question.
Yes.
What is the difference between Pran and Atma?
Okay. Atma is a part of God. Okay. Pran is just the energy. Pran is a shadow of the Atma.
Okay.
Okay. So like a pran jo hai, we can increase the pran or decrease the pran. That's why we do pranayam. Atma you cannot increase or decrease.
Okay.
Okay. Pran Shakti jo hai, this energy we can get it from other things too. There's a magnetic energy, there's electric energy, right? There's a solar energy. Those are just different kinds of energies. Atma is cannot be increased or decreased, cannot be flawed. It's part of God.
Okay.
Okay. So Pran just a Shakti, Atma part of God.
Now,
They
when you
say
do
when
meditation,
the body, and from the body, the Atma leaves,
pran
what
follows.
really goes with it?
The pran.
Pran goes as a shadow, but before that, the Atma is enveloped in the Suksham Sharir. That also goes with it. Suksham Sharir is Man, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankar. Mind, intellect, ego, right?
Yes.
All of that goes with the Atma, but the shadow of that is the Pran.
I see.
Okay? So it's not the same thing according to this philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
According to the Vedic philosophy, the yogic philosophy, this is what they
We
say.
believe.
Yeah, that's what the Vedas say. That's what yoga says. Okay, there could be other philosophies.
I have one more question.
Sure, Sunita.
When we sit down in meditation and
Mhm.
when you feel that energy that's flowing within you, probably it's pran that you are feeling, that energy that's moving all in you when you're in meditation.
Yeah, that is a pran shakti which is you are feeling. Sometimes you will feel the vibrations. That is a pran shakti you are feeling.
So then how
Okay.
would you get to the Atma?
Atma, because when you are concentrated, like a mind is in that, absorbed in that, it's totally detached from the world, then you will see the light inside you. That light, which is lighting that energy also, the prana, which is lighting all the chakras also, and that is the Atma.
I see. Okay.
Okay, that divine light, as they say. जैसे कहते हैं ना प्रकाश word, right? The light, the divine light, that is the Atma.
So would you teach us the chakras also at some point?
If you are interested, definitely, I'll teach you chakras. Yes.
Wonderful. Okay, thank you.
I have
We'll have one other.
Yeah, no, I love to teach, you know that. So I would, let's go through these. Maybe next week I can talk about before meditation. Chakra, we have done chakra meditation also in the past. So let's see, maybe next week we can, if you guys agree, we can do the chakras. I always tell you that yoga, it's just like it's like an ocean of knowledge. I'm not saying I know it all, but whatever I know, whatever I learned it from my Guruji, and whatever I practice, I like to share it with you. So I would love to do that.
Why don't we end it, add it on after the eight Kumbhaks, and then we'll do the chakra.
Okay, that's fine.
So then everything is kept in the series.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Recording.
Yeah, we can do two Kumbhaks next week, Ujjayi and Sitkari. But you know, more you practice, the easier it will be for me to teach also. But we'll do all 8 Kumbhaks. And there are a lot of other things also. There are mudras also. There are bandhs we haven't talked about. I only told you only one bandh. There are 2 more bandhs. So it's just like an ocean of knowledge, as I said earlier. Just make sure you write it down too. Because sometimes it's hard to remember everything. But more than writing, practice. Yoga is something which we do. But in order to do, we need to write also. Otherwise, we forget. So that's the reason I always tell you, just have a notebook. Think that you're a student. Always think that you don't know everything. You definitely know more than yesterday, but there's a lot more to know. Have that kind of an open mind, then you'll learn more. Okay? And there's a benefit of all this to us. Benefit
Kim has
at
a question.
Who does?
Kim.
Yes, Kim.
Oh, hello. Just a quick question. You said prana shakti, but I'm not familiar. So
yeah, pran is a shakti. It's an energy.
What is? Oh, shakti means energy.
Shakti means energy.
Oh,
yes.
thank you.
Yeah. So that's why some people call it a pran shakti or life energy. Okay. So different names people use, but it is definitely not the Atma. Atma is the soul. It's a separate than the Atma. Okay.
Hi, Mausi. This is
from
Poonam.
Yes, Poonam. Yes, Poonam.
I just wanted to know, I think you said that there's a sequence that you should follow when you're doing the pranayams.
Uh-huh.
Can you go over that sequence? Because I do Jal Neti every day and I try to do different pranayams, but I'm always confused. I mean,
Okay.
I do them correctly, but I just do always get confused if I should do all of them in one day or mix it and match it, or the
Okay.
sequence I should do it in.
Yeah, what you need to do, Neti you are doing, right after Neti, make sure all the water is out, Kapalbhati, standing up, okay, bending down. Then sit down, do the alternate breathing, Anulom Vilom. Okay, that way you know that both sides are fully open. Then do the Nadi Shuddhi Pranayam, where you inhale quickly, hold and exhale twice as long as inhalation. Okay. And then after that, if you want to do Bhasrika, or if you want to do any one of these Surya Bhed or Ujjayi, it's up to you. Ujjayi, we haven't done it, we'll do it next time. But to me, I think that basically this much is needed by everybody. Kapalbhati, alternate nose breathing, and then Nadi Shuddhi.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so just do that, and next week when we talk about it. But Surya Bhed Kumbhak, you know, with this Kumbhaks, what happens? You are increasing your retention, and retention is very, very important. Not at the cost of hurting yourself, but increasing it in stages. As I was saying earlier, that the longer you can retain the breath in or out, when you go into samadhi, this itself will help you. This will help your body. Because ultimate goal for a yogi, I mean, sure, ultimate is moksha, but in order to reach moksha, there's a samadhi. That's why whether you follow the Hatha Yoga or a Raj Yoga or both, the last stage, it's a samadhi. Okay, samadhi is again a deeper meditation. Okay, so Poonam, did you get the answer, beta?
Yeah. Also, I have one more question. How many times do you recommend when you're doing Alom Balom? How many times each nostril? Like 10 times?
That do it for about, I would say, 20 inhalation as well as exhalations.
Okay.
That is a good moderate number for most of us. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Good questions.
And how many rounds of Nadi Shuddhi in that same routine?
No more than 3 full rounds.
No more
that
than
means
3
no
full
more
rounds.
than 6 holdings. Pay
And
more
Bhasrika?
attention in increasing the duration of inhalation, hold, and exhalation than the repetitions.
Okay.
Okay, repetition should be 6.
And the Bhasrika?
Hersh, Kapal Bhati kitni bari?
Kapal Bhati, I would say, do like a 20 repetitions and 3 rounds. Start with that. Bhasrika also, 20 repetitions, 3 rounds.
Okay, great.
Okay, that's
Or
like a moderate.
Nadi Shuddhi?
Nadi Shuddhi is 3 full rounds. 3 full rounds.
1, 4, 2?
1, 4, 2, yes. That is the ratio.
Okay.
Okay. Everybody got it?
Great.
Well, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
And tomorrow we have Ashtavakra
Unmute
Gita class.
everybody.
Yeah, and thank you, Aruna. Wonderful job.
Thank you, Ji. Thank you, everyone. Jai Prabhuji.
Yeah, Binu, are you leaving or staying here? Still.
They haven't taken me. Today was the last day when I was supposed to get the call and I haven't got it. So I think.
Oh, you haven't gotten the call. Okay.
So the Friday plane goes without me. So let's see.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well.
Enjoy.
You're enjoying it here
yeah,
too.
I'm enjoying. So it's okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay. Anybody
Okay,
else?
Ji.
Any questions? Please, I'm here.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hersh.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Very much. Thank you.
Did you guys have a hard time listening with the echo today, or was it okay?
Yes. Today was a lot of
beginning it was more.